The president has done more to secure the border and to deal with this issue of immigration than anybody else. He really has.
What an unbelievable joke, huh? I mean, this is just mind blowing. They are blatantly lying to our faces now. Just flat out. Just lie. You know, I feel like it used to be like they would lie, but they would try to sneakily lie. Now it's just blatant, just flat out. I mean, this stuff has just gotten ridiculous. I've got something that oh my goodness. Like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button if you are new. If you would like to help me spread this video out, you know, via the YouTube algorithm too, watch this video to the very end. It helps out tremendously. Let's dive into this. Watch this.
The White House has some suggestions for where New York City can house some of the 60,000 asylum seekers that recently arrived. New Jersey. The Atlantic City International Airport is reportedly one of 11 sites that the Biden administration has suggested could be used as a potential shelter for illegal migrants. The airport is in New Jersey, and Congressman Jeff Van Drew, it's in his district, and he joins us now. Congressman, so my understanding, first of all, welcome, and my understanding is that this airport is in a very rural farm town. What do you make of that? What are you hearing from the constituents that live there about their ability to, you know, provide resources for this kind of an influx?
They can't provide the resources. This is a town of 50,000 people. Atlantic County can't do it. This town can't do it. It should have never happened. Hopefully it won't happen. We're going to fight this with every ounce of strength that we have. It is the wrong thing. You know, when we said what was happening at the southern border was going to affect the entire United States of America, this is what happens. It's not just, I want people that are listening out there, this is not just an Arizona problem or a Texas problem or a California problem. This is a United States of America problem. And now they want to come into our beautiful county, our beautiful South Jersey, and try to ruin that as well. There's also a national defense issue here. This is a very, very important issue to understand. We have the FAA Technical Center there, who's doing very important work, some of it which is very significant for the safety of this country in air flight. And we have our F-16s that are there as part of our defense as well, as part of the Air National Guard, 177 Fighter Wing. They are the first line of defense for Washington, D.C. and New York City. This is a disaster in the making. This is the worst administration. I used to say in my lifetime, no, this is the worst administration in the history of the United States of America.
That is a fact. And I haven't been paying attention to politics for very long, but I'm just like, this has to be the worst ever. And a lot of you have said that this is the worst ever. I mean, it's crazy to think that we've literally lived through arguably the greatest president of all time and the worst. Oh my goodness.
Congressman, you see that the mayor of New York, the governor of New York, their solution is give us more money and we'll find more places to put these people. And they're working with the administration to do that. It just doesn't make sense. If you have this many people that you can't house, that you don't have enough money to do it, and that you're willing to even put it in places that you say could, compromise our national security, the answer is to go to the border and seal it and shut it down.
It's so obvious. Literally, an elementary school child could understand.
So why are they doing it? Why are they leaving the border open? I mean, you were a Democrat. Explain to those of us with common sense, why are they allowing this to happen?
They want a new voter base.
It's destructive and it's corrupt. It is to change the social structure of the United States of America. It's literally self-destructive. I've never seen anything like it. That's why we need an impeachment inquiry. It's just another reason. You don't want to do the impeachment yet. At least do the impeachment inquiry, because in my committee, we would allow us to go forward and to have more powers for subpoena, to allow us to have more powers to investigate. We need to know every single thing that's going on. This is not a mistake. It's not an accident. It is purposeful and it's harmful and it's the wrong thing to do. And he's not fulfilling his obligations as a president of the United States. And you know what? We don't want to be a sanctuary airport. If they want to be a sanctuary city in New York City, that's up to them. It's hurting the city tremendously too.
Congressman, I really appreciate your candor on all of these questions. Thank you. It's really important. God bless.
The president has done so much for the border. You know, he's done a whole lot. I mean, this stuff is just, I just don't. They're proposing housing people at airports or in airports. Really? Why don't we just close the border until you figure out a housing situation for folks and then go about it that route? Oh, no, of course, that's terrible. That's racist. That's hateful. That's what they would like you to believe. That's what they would like you to believe. In my humble opinion, they want a new voter base. They want a new voter base. The people that we are dealing with are very, very smart individuals. And I mean the people at the very top that are pulling all of the strings. Obviously, some of the minions that we see on a day-to-day basis, you know, they might not have the highest of IQs. I don't know, you know, but sometimes it seems like they don't, right? But the people at the very top that are pulling the strings, these are very, very intelligent folks. They're trying to play a game of chess, not checkers. They're trying to think many moves in advance. And I'm sure they saw this coming. They saw the uprise coming. They knew what was on the way. Now, to the extent that it is happening, I don't think they could have predicted that. But I'm sure they knew. Which is why they, in my humble opinion, I could be wrong, but in my opinion, which is why they opened the border. They knew some people that supported us before are gonna turn their backs on us. We're gonna need some people to come in and to replace them, to ensure that we remain in these positions. How do you do that? You let a bunch of people in. Just let them flood in. I've seen pictures and videos, where the wall where some of the gates are were allegedly, gotta say allegedly, welded open, not shut, welded open. They opened them and welded them so that they could not be closed. Interesting, huh? Now, hey, man, they are trying everything in the book. And like I said before, I've said this in previous videos, guys, make no mistake about it. It will get worse. They will try a whole lot more. Trust me when I tell you that. I mean, I'm still a rookie when it comes to politics, but it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that one out. They will try a whole lot more. It's going to get a lot worse before it gets better. There's going to be some darkness. But I once heard this saying, and I feel like it really fits what's about to happen. And it goes like this. In the darkest hour of the night, the sun begins to rise. And I think that is going to fit what is about to happen, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to get dark. Very, very dark. But in the darkest moment, the sun will begin to rise. Everything will begin to flip. Because I think part of this is to demoralize us. Is to beat us into submission, is to get us to say, all right, we give up. Okay, we've had enough. We can't do it anymore. I think that's part of the purpose. Now, I could always be wrong. I'm just a guy who makes videos, okay? I'm no expert, all right? Make no mistake about it, I'm no expert. But that's how I feel in my humble opinion. It's to bring us to our knees. But from what I'm saying, I don't think people are going to be brought to their knees. Not anymore. Not anymore. I think people now in America would rather die on their feet than live on their knees. That's how I'm feeling. That's the sense that I'm getting. And I don't mean like violence or anything like that, but just in terms of the establishment, it just feels like they just want us to just bow down and cower and say we give up. I don't get that sense from folks. I don't read that in the comment sections. I don't get that feeling when I talk to people, right? But how do y'all feel? Let me know. Peace and love. I'm out.